trophy. Then they play 3-day cricket as well, Rahmat Wali. Then they play 50-over format, just finished before coming into this competition. Green Afghanistan One-Day Cup and Shpagiza, the 2020 over domestic tournament. That's something they've been playing for 8-9 seasons. There's a possibility of playing APL this year after the completion of the World Cup, maybe.
Just taking the pace off with Dhananjay De Silva, slowing things down. Mix it up. He's not a big spinner of the ball, but he tends to play with the pace, the loop, the lines and lengths. Nicely driven. One thing about Dhananjay De Silva is he's got a very economical action, very easy action, and loves him to bowl with control. Nothing complicated about it, so easy. He runs in of a few steps. Generally tends to drop it in the areas that he wants it to. Oh, very nearly. Very nearly.
Almost deceived him with their tossed up delivery. Knocking it down the ground and taking singles. That's been a hallmark of his batting, apart from hitting those attractive boundaries. Look at this. Going to explore possible options, dropping well short of the bowler on the follow through.
Just wondering whether he gripped a bit, because he was pushing at it, very nearly pushed it down the throat of Dhananjay De Silva. What Dhananjay has done, that since that he slowed it down. 3 of the over, 115 for 1. Afghanistan, to speak of a pretty formidable and an experienced batting line. I know that H.T. Ackerman a little while ago said that Mujib is batting a little bit too high for his liking. But what about the rest of the batting? Up to number 7, it's a pretty strong and experienced line.
Yeah, plenty of all-rounders. Najibullah Jadran to come. Plus Rahmat Shah is batting at the moment. Hashmatullah Shahidi. Mohammad Nabi. Rashid is not playing, but he's been scoring heavily these days. And they got Noor. His batting has improved as well of late. Azmatullah Umar Jai. We haven't seen much of his batting so far in international cricket, but he's a brilliant striker of quick ball, can score at 7-8 runs over without much of a fuss. In any kind of conditions, whether it's seaming, spin friendly.
72 of 57 now. And he's also doing it at will. He's not been tied down at all. Very few dot balls bowled at him. And Rahmat Shah is enjoying himself. I mean, it's a perfect role for him to play. He's not hurried. He's got time on his side. He's just taking his time. He's just rotating the strike. Or just past the man at short mid-wicket. Rahmat Shah is not afraid to play that shot because he's trusting the pitch. It's not turning. Don't forget, he's a leg spinner. So being a leg spinner, he's still willing to play it away on the onside because he knows that the ball is not turning. He could afford to play that shot. If it was turning, the bowler would have been in business. It's a rare delivery that goes past the bat. 120 for 1 at the end of 20 overs.
Brilliant averages for the top order batters for Afghanistan. Gurbaz 39, 72 for Ibrahim Jadran. Nicely worked through the offside for single. We'll come back for the second. Coming back to that maintaining players, how they condition the players. Now they open high performance center in Kabul, Afghanistan, to monitor the injuries, progress of the players as well.
Come on, Didi.
Where they appointed 2 foreign coaches as well from Pakistan. Educated age and education. So Navid Rana has been appointed as a fast bowling coach. What a beautiful sight, Sri Lanka. Hambantota, greenery all around the ground in the southern part of this beautiful country. Absolutely gorgeous, attractive, like Ibrahim Jadran's batting.
You're going to be very popular in Sri Lanka, I'll tell you, Devinder. You are going to have plenty of fans. Well, that's what Sri Lanka will be facing in the World Cup qualifiers in Zimbabwe. Always can be very, very nervous times, the qualifiers, especially because Sri Lanka and the West Indies may be desperate to qualify, and Ireland, Scotland, Oman and UAE in that group aiming to get in there as well. So they can be real challenge. Especially the qualifiers can be extremely tough because the bigger teams are under so much of pressure while the other teams have very little to lose. Again, Dhananjay De Silva ends the over, 123 for 1.
That's the partnership that you'd want in a chase. 76, Ibrahim Rahmat 18, 123 for 1. He's looking to get almost halfway in that chase with less than half the overs bowled.
Afghanistan. Superb reply by Afghanistan so far. 123 for 1. Mainly thanks to Ibrahim Zadran's classical knock so far. It has been so far good batsmanship, light of timing, placement. He's continuing his good work. Last series what the national team of Afghanistan played was in Sri Lanka back in November last year. Since then, they have not played any ODI cricket. Come this series, he has hit the golden patch on the first game onwards.
This partnership, which is now 98, is a clear example of understanding your roles as batters. And you see clearly that Ibrahim being 76 of 64, Rahmat is just 18 of 41. And you want to just support Rahmat's knock over here. It's Rahmat Shah who's got an average of 52.9 in successful chases in ODIs. 300s and 450, so you want that kind of a man who just understands his role, plays an anchor, allows his partner to bat freely and get to the target, which is chasing down the total.
Playing the anchor, not dropping the anchor. And that's where the number 3 architect's role is. So bat through the innings, play those Virat Kohli, Babar Azam sort of innings to bat right through and get the rest of the batters from the other end to play the natural game, which is to be aggressive. Ishan Ahmed have started steadily, putting his 5th over, and that single brings up the 100 partnership between Rahmat Shah and Ibrahim Zadran. Just in 103 deliveries, just exactly what Afghanistan needed in chasing this score down.
Five overs since the last boundary. So used to T20 cricket, we start talking about those boundaries.
Annare.
End of another over. It's 125 for 1.
Agad.
100 partnership of 105, and 77 of those to Ibrahim in a very, very good knock that he's playing.
.125 for 1 after 22. Dhananjay Silva into his third over. Just given away 6 runs, bringing some calmness to the attack. Either he's commentating, either tweeting, trading, whatever it is, he is always busy. The great Lord Roshana Besinga.
First time I'm seeing him with that big smile in the commentary box.
Come on,
It just would be
Come on,
incomplete without